Hey Bill, come on, we gotta talk about Spider-Verse.
He's talking to you guys? You? Not me.
Welcome back to the Out of Touch podcast. I'm Chris, and that's Bill, and today we are watching Across the Spider-Verse.
You know, I actually thought you were going to get the name wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. So Bill, what did you think of Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse?
And the interquel to Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Indeed.
Or prequel, or however it goes. Whatever. It was good. It was really good. Man, this movie is front-loaded with a lot of stuff.
It is good. It's also vexing to me.
How so?
Sony is very capable of making great Spider-Man movies, and yet they make movies like Morbius, and they're threatening to make a Kraven the Hunter movie.
Oh, it's not a threat. It's happening. Comes out in October.
I really think Sony is trying to sabotage Marvel.
What?
Yes, they're intentionally making bad movies like Kraven the Hunter and Morbius, and even Venom to a lesser extent, which I do like that movie, but it still is kind of like stupid, in order to diminish Marvel's worth. That way they can finally buy Marvel from Disney. That's the grand conspiracy here.
I mean, it does feel like they're just screwed with them at this point. I mean, they stole Vulture from the MCU for no particular reason.
Yeah. But
they even invaded the last Spider-Man movie with Venom.
Yeah, and Venomverse is in this movie for some reason.
Sure is.
Because Sony's just like, hey, we made that, but we also made this.
And the last one won an Oscar.
Indeed. We'll see what happens if this one wins an Oscar, but...
I mean, it depends on what its competition for animated movies is looking like. And judging by some of the previews I saw before this movie, your winner of Best Picture of the Animated Oscar Award for next year goes to Across the Spider-Verse, because the Yikes competition's not looking so good.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't think that what if romantic comedy but The Elements is really gonna win people back to Pixar.
You're forgetting about Super Mario Brothers.
That's not gonna win an Oscar. I like that movie. It's not winning an Oscar.
I know. But anyway.
It made all the money. That's what really matters.
That's true. But Across the Spider-Verse is like everything I should hate about like a superhero movie, yet in this case I'm like, I love this movie. It's really good. And it's the only multiverse like thing that I'm not like, ugh, screw multiverse.
Well, it probably helps that the multiverse stuff is there and it's important and all that. Lots of nostalgic cameos and Easter eggs galore. Like, good Lord, a lot.
Yeah.
But the movie has heart.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Especially Miles' relationship with his parents is... They really delve into it, especially in the beginning part of the movie, to make sure, like, you feel it. And then when what he finds out is, like, you understand the choices he makes.
Yeah. This movie's really good. I guess, like, the short version of the plot is Spider-Man, Miles Morales, is juggling school life, being Spider-Man, and his parents are all like, hey, why aren't you going to class and shit? And he doesn't tell them. Why
the hell are you getting a B in Spanish?
That too.
That's so... His dad's reaction to that is hilarious. Are you trying to kill your mother?
I like some of those jokes where, like, you know, there's the whole thing where it's like, I think that new Spider-Man's Puerto Rican. No, he's Dominican. Like, it's pretty good. Yeah, it has a lot of heart, but Miles is kind of, you know, missing Gwen a lot.
It's a mutual feeling.
Yeah.
We spend, like, what, the first 10 minutes plus with her? And like, following up on her and her... Man, the art design of her world is...
It's like the comic book covers.
It's very... I'm not sure how to describe that.
It's like neon and, like... I don't know. It's like hot pink. Like, it's all those type of colors, you know?
Not just that. It's like the way, like, the background is painted. It's different.
It's interesting, and that's probably the best part about this movie. It's, like, visually cool. Like, it really messes around with, like, a lot of different art styles, and it's like one of those things where it's just like, This is why you make an animated movie, to like just have like all this cool shit on the screen and like really like just be like, look at all this shit you can do with like art instead of like real people.
I mean, there's an element where you can do more in animation that you really can't do in live action,
No.
such as blend live action and animation sometimes.
Yeah, that happens quite a few times. The beginning of this movie starts with, I guess, like, a whole recap of, the other movie and also Spider-Gwen's universe, which I am so happy she is Spider-Woman and they didn't decide to be like, she's Ghost Spider, because that name sucks.
I mean, in fairness, she was called Spider-Woman in the last movie. It's just
Yeah.
that only in her intro narration did it come up, because the rest of the time they're just calling each other by their names.
Exactly. But she's Spider-Woman and probably, without a doubt, the most popular version of Spider-Woman now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about.
She definitely has the coolest costume out of all the girl spider people, I think.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, the hood's cool. It's so impractical, but it looks awesome.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
yank, pull down, punch.
My peripheral vision while swinging in the city. Flagpole.
Pigeon.
Yeah.
Another pigeon.
But
And in the case of these movies, a drone.
it did. But it is such a great looking costume. Like it a lot. But we get to see her whole origin.
And they flesh it out a bit more. They kind of teased it a little bit in the first movie with her history with her Peter turning into the lizard and him dying and her getting brokenhearted about it. And they show it more.
Yeah. The thing with her dad and revealing her identity to her dad in it. It's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know how to talk about this movie. There's so much cool shit that happens in it.
Before we could talk about like the Easter eggs and stuff, the biggest element of the story eventually kind of becomes screw destiny.
Yeah.
Once Miles gets drawn into the world of all the other Spider-Mans and Womans and dinosaurs,
There's a dinosaur spider person. And a cat spider person.
they're not people, they're animals.
Yeah.
It's a Spiderosaurus and a spider cat.
Spider cat.
Yes.
Spider feline. I don't
Spider
know.
panther.
Yeah.
Spiderus pantherus. Like a Looney Tune thing where it's like the little thing pops up underneath it.
Yeah.
Because he basically finds out, oh, by the way, your dad's gonna die. And it's destiny. And he's like, fuck that. They kind of don't say it in the trailers, but I was like, is his dad gonna die?
It's weird that they don't say destiny and they like call it like the canon.
They're just being meta.
I'm like, don't do that.
That was a little too meta.
Yeah.
Calling it that is a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah, just say destiny. It's fine. Fate. It's okay.
Or, fixed point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's something that cannot be changed.
Right.
Because when they change it in Spider-Man India's reality starts to kind of cave in on itself.
Yeah. It's interesting. I guess the whole thing, main plot of the movie is Miles Morales has a new villain called the Spot, who is the guy he threw a bagel at in the first movie.
I love that the Bagel Man is back for revenge.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And
That they took that background joke and turned it into a villain. My villain origin story is you threw a bagel at me.
Yeah.
And then you threw a particle accelerator at me. And how I want revenge.
yeah. He got extremely timey-wimey dimensional powers from the particle accelerator. And
And they even bring back an element from the first movie that kind of just gets glossed over, that because we see the spider that bites Miles glitches like all the people that don't belong in his reality glitch,
Yeah.
implying that Spider-Man was for beyond the world. And yeah, it's confirmed that it's from Earth 42.
yeah.
And as Miguel says to him, it's like, you're not even supposed to be Spider-Man. That spider wasn't supposed to be there. Your Peter Parker wasn't supposed to die.
That's a whole new wrinkle with this whole thing, and I didn't know that original Spider-Verse movie, that spider glitched.
It does.
Wow.
It even glitches after it died.
Wow. That's
And I always
crazy.
thought that was like, huh. And that was like an interesting thing that they must have did that deliberately as like, this is something we can play with later.
Yeah.
good shit. I like that.
Yeah, good setup.
Absolutely, and it's paying off.
Yeah.
Especially by the end of this movie.
Oh yeah. We'll get to it.
Definitely.
Yeah, the villain Spot. He's got dimensional powers, and at first you think he's like a one-off villain, but he turns out to be like the main villain of this like movie, and I guess two-part movie thing.
Yeah, in some ways this movie has two antagonists,
Yes.
arguably. One is the Spot, who's more of a background antagonist who increases in importance as the movie goes, and then mostly, I guess, for the third act, Spider-Man 2099 is he's the antagonist.
Yeah, because he's a jerk, and he tried to live another Spider-Man's life, and things didn't go well for him. In fact, I think he got that other Spider-Man murdered.
I don't think that was the case.
He hired a hitman to kill him.
Come on.
He's Spider-Man 2099. He's a jerk.
Just because he's a jerk doesn't mean he's going to kill himself.
I don't know, Bill. Kind of sucks.
Look, I know you don't like Miguel O'Hara.
I'm sure they've done a lot of retcons to make him a better character, but read those early comics. Not a nice man.
You seem particularly happy with him being an asshole and Scarlet Spider just being so just
Edgy.
edgelord 90s man.
He's the best. It's just like, my soul is so dark. Plus, he's like super ripped.
He's from the 90s.
He is. He looks great, honestly. Like his animation looks good, but the one that surprised me the most was like Spider-Punk and his animation. Because at first I was like, wow, they really worked hard to make Spider-Punk look like weird, I don't even know what it is, like British music video thing or whatever.
Yeah, kind of. Like weird punk rock music video Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, they put a lot of work into that background character. And it's like, oh wait, he's like one of the main Spider-Man now.
Kind of. And at first, like, you think the movie is setting him up to be like almost a romantic rival to Miles for Gwen's affection, but
Yeah.
he's just not.
No.
In fact, he likes Miles. And he helps him out at one point.
He's an anarchist. And it's amazing. And when he takes off his mask, he looks like Professor K from Jet Set Radio. And that's awesome.
I don't understand that reference.
It's okay, Bill. It's a Dreamcast game.
What's a Dreamcast?
It's a very old system that I still play sometimes.
Where'd you get that?
Bought it from you, dummy.
Oh, where'd I get that? Huh.
There's a reality where Bill likes Dreamcast.
I guess so. Multiverse.
Yeah.
Who knew? Maybe it was that other one.
But, yeah, he's pretty cool. And, you know, we get the Indian Spider-Man, who's pretty fun. He's got, like, a weird... I don't even know how to describe it. He has this, like, weird yo-yo thing going on with his, like, webs.
I'm sure is it something from Indian culture? I don't know.
I have no idea, but he visually is really cool looking.
And he's very friendly.
Yes.
He's like the nicest Spider-Man.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
I forgot, like, is his world just, like... I don't forgot what it's called, but it was, like, Mumbai or...
was Mumbai Hatton or something?
Oh, yeah, Mumbai Hat.
It's still
Yeah.
India, but they have like a giant metropolis.
Yeah. I like when he like points out all the stuff and he's like, there's traffic, there's traffic, there's traffic. And I was just like, yeah, that's kind of what I've heard from people that have been to India or from India.
And if you splash that with Manhattan, it's just super traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. I would argue regular India probably has super traffic, so that would probably be like extreme super traffic.
Pretty much.
Or maximum trafficage, you know, to keep with the Spider-Man theme.
Sure.
I am disappointed that the sequel of this movie will not be called Maximum Spider-Verse.
No.
It would be great if it was.
No.
Come on, Bill.
No. Come on. Beyond the Spider-Verse is fine.
I know, it is fine.
Into, across, beyond.
Yep. It works really well.
Yeah.
And, you know, sets up very good.
We do see some interesting We see a Lego one. There's a Lego verse.
Yeah.
And apparently Lego Spider-Man's one of the best Spider-Mans.
Because why wouldn't he be? He's Lego Spider-Man.
True. I also like it. We see across multiple universes. J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson, as it should be.
He's always J. Jonah Jameson.
He needs to be more. Should always just be him.
He's really good. But I also think the guy that played him in the 90s cartoon show was really good, too.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
Come on.
I don't think that guy's still alive, so...
No idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson is just perfect.
Yes. It's the best. But, yeah, a lot of Spider-Men and women that are, like, I'm sure just created for this movie.
Probably.
But then there's a lot of ones that are like, hey, I know that one. Like Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah. PS4 Spider-Man, who
Yeah.
has a line. Spectacular Spider-Man, who also has a line.
Yeah, I was shocked about that. I was like, holy crap, you did not get forgotten about.
We got stock footage cameos from Toby and Andrew.
Yeah.
We got an actual cameo from Mrs. Chang from the Venom movies, who's just used to weird stuff at this point.
Somebody's got to tell us, just be like, just look at the contrast. The movies that we can make, and then the movies that, like, we do make.
It's a big contrast.
Yeah.
Venom 3's not winning an Oscar.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with Venom 3.
It'll come out.
Will they actually let it be rated R this time?
I don't know, but they're going to let Kraven the Hunter be rated R, apparently.
Knowing my luck, it's just going to be like, it's the greatest movie ever.
You said that about Morbius, and look what happened.
That's true. I was justified. 'Cause Morbius is the worst Spider-Man character. He sucks so much. Why would you make a movie about him?
And now he's a walking punchline. You should be happy.
I am happy. But also sad that that movie had to happen. They could have used that money to make a better movie.
Could they?
Yes. They proved it to us twice now.
That's true.
They proved it to us 3 times in the early 2000s as well. I know people don't like Spider-Man 3, but come on.
It's better than some recent superhero movies.
Better than Spider-Man Homecoming.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh, Vulture is really good.
Yeah,
That's why Sony stole him.
that's true. Well, it's better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, that's not hard.
Yeah. MCU Spider-Man annoys me because it takes 3 movies for him to finally become Spider-Man.
No, it took 5 movies.
I guess that's true.
No, wait, 6.
God damn it. 6 goddamn movies.
That's about as many movies as Zack Snyder was apparently going to take to make Superman act like Superman.
Wow. Man. Yeah, I don't need this much build-up. Just make the character, goddammit.
One origin movie, that's all you get.
Yeah. What's Spider-Man's deal? He's guilty, and he's sad because he got his uncle killed.
Yes.
He's not rich and Iron Man Jr., damn it.
Well, he's not anymore.
He's not.
He's super poor, super sad, and he has no friends.
Just like Spider-Man should be.
Jeez.
That's storytelling.
I don't know, man. They keep doing that to him in the comics, and it just upsets people.
That's true. Spider-Man eventually gets his progress. But,
And then they undo it.
and then
with
they
a
take it away from him because he's Spider-Man.
And then he gets progress again, and then they take it away again. Also, they killed Miss Marvel in the crossfire.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happened recently, apparently.
It's crazy. Yeah, I guess every couple of years they're like, hey, wait a minute. Spider-Man's a little too happy. We gotta make him not happy.
We have some guy show up and steal Mary Jane.
Yeah. It's like, Spider-Man's married? No, he can't be like that. Spider-Man has a company? Well, that one I agree with. Take that company away from him.
Yeah, no, that's not Spider-Man.
That's stupid.
That's Iron Man.
Yeah.
That was too far.
Yeah, definitely. But, anyway.
You know, we're all over the place, but I gotta say, I do love the way they end Miles' story in this movie with just like, for a second, like, oh, he got home. Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
He went to the home dimension of the spider that bit him because it was pulled from its dimension. Therefore, it did not create a Spider-Man. So it's a universe without a Spider-Man. And in that universe, Miles Morales is the Prowler.
And he looks awesome, actually.
It's evil Miles.
Yeah.
He has to overcome his greatest enemy, himself.
Oh, man.
Because that's your greatest enemy, yourself, the man in the mirror.
It's true. They have some interesting mentions of like the Sinister Six cartel and stuff briefly in that dimension too.
I wonder, is he going to be part of that? Like, what's that about?
I don't know. Like, part of me was like kind of like, you know, the Spider-Gwen dimension would have been cool to see more of because it's like, I want to see that Daredevil Kingpin, damn it. But
that's fine. We had enough Kingpin in the first movie of this.
That's true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he's part of that Sinister Six cartel. Maybe we might see more of Evil Miles' world in the next movie.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we will.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring back that Lady Doc Ock from like the first movie.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe they will bring back regular Kingpin.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I mean, they definitely wouldn't bring Lady Doc Ock from Miles' world because I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Right.
She got hit with a bus. She should be dead.
Who knows?
I don't know, man. I think she should be dead.
Yeah.
Because it's funnier that way.
It's very interesting. But yeah, I mean, the most I could say is like the movie is like so visually cool though. There's so much going on. There's really good music in this movie too.
Yeah.
It's super awesome.
I mean, the scenes with all the spider people is sometimes kind of sensory overload because I'm like, who's that? Who's that? Who's
It's
that?
gonna be
Who's
a
that?
movie where it's just like pause. Okay, which Spider-Man is which?
Oh, Unlimited, Spectacular, Bombastic Bagman.
I didn't see Bombastic Bag, man.
I mean, I know I saw him in one of the trailers. Iron Spider original, the one you like with the silver.
Limited.
Yeah.
Oh, Silver Spider-Man. Yeah.
Just so many.
There's so many.
I remember seeing Japanese Spider-Man. He's one of the.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it could still happen in the next movie, but I was kind of hoping for like a moment where he shows up and he says, and maybe even bring back the guy from the show. Says this weird catchphrase like, "I'm an emissary from hell."
That would be cool.
It's like, what did he say?
They brought back Hostess Cake Spider-Man. The best Spider-Man that gives people Twinkies.
So weird. There's a cat. My goodness.
Yeah. There's so many. Hey, they had Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman in one of the frames that I was like, hey, I like that Spider-Woman.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's just so much.
Yeah.
Some arguably too much, but whatever.
I didn't see classic Spider-Woman. They had like the new version for the movie, but
Yeah.
they didn't have classic Spider-Woman there.
I mean, she could be.
Yeah.
There's so many,
Yes.
but also maybe they can't.
Oh, really?
It might be one of those cases where maybe that character specifically is what. That might be a character that's a little murky. So maybe they could use her. But then again, they are technically using her because
Yeah.
they just race swapped her.
Yeah, it's pretty much like.
I
the
mean,
same
she's
character.
probably in. She might be in there.
Yeah.
But they also said they saved stuff for the next one.
Okay.
Cause I'm like, what did you save? Good lord. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, she could be there
Yeah.
because there is so many.
You're gonna have 70s TV Spider-Man in the next one.
They should.
His mask looks so bad though.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. They had 60s cartoon Spider-Man again.
Yeah. That was very fun. Maybe they'll get Spider-Man and his amazing friend show up.
Well, they'll have him show up, but not his amazing friends.
They might, in association with Marvel.
Yeah.
They're like, come on, Marvel. You guys really used Iceman and Firestar.
I don't really know where Firestar falls in. Like, does she fall into the X-Men?
I guess she's technically a mutant, but
I mean, that doesn't matter because so long as you don't say they're a mutant, you could use them if they fall into, like, Carnage's girlfriend. She's technically a mutant, but she's a
Right.
Spider-Man character, so they could use her, but they just couldn't say she was a mutant. She just has unexplained powers
unexplained powers,
caused by reasons.
science, impossible science, because Marvel.
No, they just don't give a reason. It's like she has a specific gene with a letter we can't name. Winky face.
Yeah. So much.
That is how it is, man.
But yeah, it has so much from like Spider-Man's history. 90s cartoon Spider-Man wasn't there. I mean, Spider-Man Unlimited was there, but
I mean, how do you tell him from just like a generic Spider-Man?
you just play a note from his theme song.
I guess. And I guess if you specifically copy that art style,
Yeah.
like they did for Spectacular Spider-Man, but again, it might show up in the next one.
Yeah.
Or he's in the background because they're so.
You're going to have weird Neil Patrick Harris 3D animated Spider-Man from 2002.
They could because that was a Sony cartoon.
Yeah.
And they can probably get Neil Patrick Harris back to do the voice.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Drake Bell to do the voice of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Are you mad?
No, they probably won't get that happening. He in trouble.
That's not happening.
Definitely not.
I mean, I'm amazed they got Spider-Man Unlimited Spider-Man in there because, Spectacular is easy because Sony owns that cartoon.
Yeah.
But I guess Marvel was like, yeah, we don't care. You can use that one. Fuck that guy.
Hasbro, make a Marvel Legends of Spider-Man Unlimited, please. It looks awesome.
The show, you told me that show was terrible.
It is terrible, but he looks awesome.
That's fair.
He's visually awesome, just like Spider-Man 2099. He sucks. I hate him, but he looks awesome.
Man, he gets so angry by the end of this. He's so unhinged.
He is. I like how he uses his elbow claw to cut a portal into other realities. That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
I do like how they've made him more bulky too. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this design for this character, but then I was like, you know what, this works for this character.
It works. It looks good in animation.
Yeah.
It looks kind of weird on the toy that I saw.
I haven't seen the toy.
I've seen it a bunch of times.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I mean,
But
they're not uncommon. I've seen them.
yeah.
I think I've seen just about everybody that they made a figure of. They made a figure of and I was wondering, okay, is this some weird cyborg Spider Woman? I'm like, all right, is this character even gonna have lines? No. I think I saw her on screen for about as much as I saw the T-Rex.
Okay.
Though there is a toy of that, but it's not part of this toy line.
There's a toy of the T-Rex?
Yeah, I bought it for my nephew.
Oh my god.
It's not for the Spiderverse line, but yeah, that's like a thing, a spider T-Rex.
Nice.
I don't know the context, but the context was, what do kids like? Spider-Man and dinosaurs.
Combine them together, damn it.
Absolutely.
We'll make all the money. Yeah. This whole movie, I love it, but it is the multiverse thing is always so hit or miss with me. It's sometimes I'm into it, and then other times I'm like, this sucks, there's no stakes, what's the point? It's if this character dies, don't worry, we'll just get a new one from another dimension. And I'm like, I don't like this.
I mean, so far as other than the Prowler Miles, we only see the main Miles.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's not a bunch of different Miles.
Even though we have seen a few in the cartoons and stuff. I mean, that could change in the next movie.
Yeah, I guess so. Multiple Miles. I don't know if they've done that in the comic. I'm sure they have to a certain extent.
I know Miles has met his original 616 counterpart, who's also a bad guy. So that's where they got the idea from.
Oh.
I don't think he was the Prowler, but he was a villain or something.
Well, Uncle Aaron had a big influence on him.
I guess so. I think he was also a lot older, too.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will be very interesting to see what Beyond the Spider-Verse will be.
I mean, I assume Miles is going to save his dad.
Yeah.
I love his dad in these movies. He's so funny.
Yeah.
So it'd really suck if he did die.
Yeah, definitely.
Screw Destiny. Save your dad. I'm all for Miles saving his dad.
Yeah.
Like
his dad, too.
He's got his family. It's a nice dynamic. I don't... Not every Spider-Man needs to be sad.
Yeah.
He's not Peter Parker. Peter Parker has to be sad.
Yes, Peter Parker needs to be sad, but Miles Morales,
there was a line I remember hearing in one of the trailers where Gwen Stacy mentions to Miles that in a lot of realities, Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man fall in love, but it never ends well. Got a little asterisk there, Gwen. Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy fall in love and it never ends well.
Yeah.
He's Miles Morales.
Exactly.
It's different.
It's very different.
That's a different wrinkle on Destiny.
Yeah.
He's an aberration. He's not meant to be, but he is.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever did a thing with Spider-Gwen being like she's like the only Gwen out of all the realities that's like alive.
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
doubt she is. There's
Well, I know
multiverse
there's
is-
like Gwenpool and stuff, and
I don't know. Gwenpool's weird. I don't even know. I don't even know if she's actually Gwen Stacy. I
okay,
think she might just be like a weird person. I don't know.
she's just some crazy lady.
Gwenpool shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
Gwenpool was an accident.
Okay. It's like Marvel's MO. It's like we got a popular character, quick, make more.
Like it was just like instead of a regular Deadpool variant, they just Deadpoolized Spider-Gwen, and they're like, "Oh, people like this. Make it a character." And then they overexposed the character. Now I think the character has gone away for a while.
Yeah.
Now that's Marvel's MO.
That's
People
true.
like this thing? Here, take it, take it, take it.
How many number ones do you want? 7? Or release a number 1 every month. How will I know how to read these comics? It doesn't matter. People buy number 1 comics, damn it.
Good Lord, it's why I can't read Marvel comics anymore.
Yeah.
One of many reasons.
Yeah.
The other reason is I'm just trying to read this Wolverine comic where he's feuding with Dracula, but I keep getting interrupted by X-Men bullshit.
There's a fucking incursion. What the hell is an incursion?
Good Lord, that's how a volume of Deadpool ended.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Marvel comics are weird.
They kind of suck sometimes.
Yeah. Too many events. But
He's not in the movie a lot, but Peter B. Parker, he's in full-on dad mode.
yes.
I don't know why, but this version of Spider-Man's always got to have like a weird outfit on for most of the movie.
He's got like a pink bathrobe and slippers and
He's like sweatpants and still. I'm like, okay, fine. He was clearly in the middle of watching his kid while Mary Jane was maybe at work or something. And I had to respond to this call because Miles is destroying the multiverse again. I gotta help him and whatever. But then when like Spider-Gwen is getting everybody together to go save Miles from that scary alternate universe, he's still got the robe and stuff on.
he just wants to be comfortable.
Come on.
I like how Mayday has her little like knitted Spider-Man mask too.
That's fun. I like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know how old she's supposed to be, I guess, but like she's like a baby, but like too smart to be a baby.
She's a mutate.
Yeah. I guess she's like 1.
I mean, they say it's over a year plus since we.
Oh yeah, it's like a year and 4 months.
Yeah.
So
she's very young.
okay.
She could only be like 3 months old at best.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, Peter and Jay, they got to reconcile.
That's true, yeah.
Get remarried. I mean,
4 months max.
I'll even let it slide to mate.
5 months.
Yeah, like maybe.
It doesn't check out. It's a cartoon, it doesn't matter.
She's got a lot of hair.
Yeah. Some babies are born with a lot of hair, though.
Yeah, but it usually falls out.
Does it?
Sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Didn't happen with my sister.
Happened with my nephew.
No. Weird.
No, it happens.
I don't know that much about babies, I guess.
You know nothing.
I do know nothing. They're like weird pooping monsters that slowly learn how to talk.
Do you know what tummy time is?
No, I don't. I feel weird now.
No, it's because babies, they need to spend time on all fours and sometimes on their back, and they call it tummy time.
Oh, okay.
Because everything with a baby's got to be precious and adorable sounding.
Yeah,
That's it.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's all.
Precious babies. But yeah, that baby's way too smart.
And
But she
again,
is an abomination, I guess, because she's a mutant, like you said.
she's half spider person.
Yeah. She's got a web shooter.
Peter is so irresponsible. I don't know who's more irresponsible, Peter or Spider Woman.
Yeah.
Because she's pregnant and she's getting into fights and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think pregnant ladies should ride a motorcycle that much.
No.
Seems like
I mean, look, I understand your baby's got superpowers, but it still feels reckless to me.
Sure. I don't know who the baby's dad is. She mentions he's super handsome, though.
She also mentions that he's, like, dorky. I don't know. Or something.
Does she?
I don't know. She mentions something. I forget.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We'll never meet him.
Yeah.
Unless we do, and we find out it's Daredevil.
Oh my god. That's awesome. He's got Daredevil and Spider-Man powers.
He can see everything.
I guess so. Well, Daredevil has like powers, technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's like not as good as the spider sense.
It's true. I guess he has like super senses.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I guess it's like the baby's born and he can see. He can see too well. So he wears blindfold anyway. Because it doesn't matter. Because he sees too well. I don't know what's happening now.
Chaos.
We've gone beyond this podcast.
Gone across it and beyond it. I mean, it's a good thing it's less than a year because that to be continued was like, oh, snap.
Really pissed off some kids sitting by us.
They're not used to it, I guess.
They're like, what the heck? I hate this movie now.
Hey, at least, I mean, depending on, I don't know if it'll be affected by the writer's strike, but we'll have it in March. Well, the end of March. Very end of March. March 29th currently.
Okay. I mean, I look forward to it. It may be the only Marvel movie I want to see next year.
Deadpool 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that movie's coming out because it just sounds like it's not real.
Why? Because it's Deadpool 3 with an R rating with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine?
Yes.
Yeah, it does sound like a dream.
I'm like, Disney's not making that movie. You shut up with your lies. Why do you lie so much?
Yeah.
Till I see a trailer, I'm just gonna assume like that movie doesn't exist because I can't have nice things. Damn it.
Well, either way, I look forward to Beyond the Spider-Verse, which will no doubt feature the likes of Venom, Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, all teaming up to help save Miles Morales.
You know, that sucks. But you know, technically, 90s Spider-Man from the animated series went beyond the Spider-Verse in the final episode when he meets Stan Lee.
Oh, yeah. And we can't do that because now Stan Lee's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're not going to AI it.
Here's the thing about that.
Oh, no.
I may recall them saying a story where they, did, a full scan-up of Stan Lee.
Really?
To potentially maybe do something like that before, when he was still alive.
Okay.
So, hey kids, get ready to see Stan Lee alive again.
Well,
it won't be weird and creepy at all.
Well, technically, Miles Morales wasn't created by Stan Lee.
This is true.
So, you would have to meet Brian Michael Bendis instead.
Oh, he's too busy ruining Superman, isn't he?
I thought he's done ruining Superman now.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention.
Whatever. I wouldn't mind if Miles Morales meant Brian Michael Bendis Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I feel like that's a step too far.
Maybe. But they did it in the original. Well, it's not the original, but it's original to me because that's when I grew up, damn it. The 90s cartoon.
I don't know. I just think bringing in the real world is a little too much.
They already did it.
Yeah, well, in a cartoon.
They had Donald Glover there.
Yeah, but he was playing the Prowler. Another character they stole from the MCU, by the way.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I assume. I guess he could be from a different
universe.
universe.
He finally got that ice cream out of his car and then became a supervillain.
Good job, Spider-Man.
Good job, MCU Spider-Man. You truly are the worst.
I mean, he did murder his aunt.
It's true.
That's what J. Jonah Jameson said.
Yeah.
And I believe him. He has no ulterior motives whatsoever.
Because he's the voice of the people. I don't know what's happening. Podcast over. Go see the Spider-Verse movie. It's good. And Spider-Man is one of 2 Marvel heroes I care about right now. It's Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Well, I guess I have 3 because I also care about Deadpool.
I only care about Deadpool because he's Wolverine adjacent.
That's fair.
Yeah. But...
All right, we're done.
Yep.